As a 37-year-old man who lives in his mother's living room, sure, on the surface, looks like, hey, he's got it all. What more could he want? That's the luxury life we all dream of. He's got it. Lucky him. He was probably gifted it by his mom. Still, I find things to complain about. Things annoy me in my daily life. I'm bored. I'm bored here. I just want to watch some YouTube videos and thought maybe YouTube knew me. They knew what I watched. They've been tracking me like alien tracker beams planted in my inner earlobe. They hear it. The saddest realization that I've come to is that not only does YouTube not know me, they don't care to know me. They recommend me think, oh, here, I thought you'd like this. Oh, what's that? It's a box of chocolate-covered nails. Because I built that bench one time in 4th grade, and I ate chocolate for recess that same day. You know me so well. Today we dive deep on the YouTube recommended section, why it's really there, its real purpose. You don't even want to know the rabbit holes that go into this one. You do not want to know.
All I want is the perfect camera. All I want is the perfect camera.
Someone recommended I get a light for the background. May your wish be granted this day, my friend. Just how inspired are you? Look at our new set. That is magic. That is magical. I also had the foresight to get a foreground light. This is a little industry secret not many know about. But you turn on the foreground light. It's a beauty light. Oh, I look like Satan. So we all know that Google tracks us in our sleep. They track our minds. They track our thoughts. They see what we buy. They see who we sleep with. They track it all. There's a system, an algorithm for it. If you met a girl once and you shook her hand, she was wearing a pink skirt, they'll show you advertisements for pink skirts. And we just let it happen. You would think, with all this tracking ability and privacy just shredded, they would get us. They would understand our deepest worries and fears and joys, but they don't. They don't. They don't get us. They got it wrong. They track because they're a machine. They're not a human boy with a heart. They don't have a heart in there. How do you know how you feel until you've really felt the lows that a human can go through? You won't ever know the pain, Google machines. You won't know my pain. Every day, at some point, I come and sit in this chair with a plate of food, a bucket of food, something to shove in my mouth, and I expect to be entertained while I do so. But I show up to disappointment over and over again. Today, I will show you what YouTube expects me to watch today, and then we'll see if it meets my unbelievably high requirements. Let's find out. Keep in mind here, this is for my camera channel. I like to watch videos about cameras on my camera channel. So if there is a comment that I want to leave, I'm on my camera channel and not my vegetable police freak channel where I eat hot dogs for a living. I'm on the hot dog diet now. Subscribe. You're not gonna. So first video in my recommended section today, why a Sony user picks Canon EOS R over the Sony A7 III. Not gonna lie to you, I'm gonna watch that as soon as this video's over. That's fantastic. You get me. You really do get me. I want to know. I want to know why. Why would you pick that? The flippy screen? That's the only reason. I'm so curious. This was supposed to be the opposite. Usually they're really bad. That's perfect. You got lucky, Google. Everybody can skip a rock in a lake at some point in their life. Alright, next one. How much power does the Toyota Supra actually make? Like, who gives a shit? 1. I've never owned a car in my life, and I'm not shopping for one. 2. I walk everywhere. If I need to go further than I can walk, I take a bus. I'm debating buying a bicycle. Fruit shopping with a bunch of watermelons as you walk miles in the desert can be dangerous to your spine. Cars, I never look for cars. I don't care about cars. I don't look at them or buy them. You don't get me. I thought you got me. You don't. DJI Osmo Action vs GoPro Hero 7 Black vs Sony X3000. Yeah, when it first came out, the Action, the DJI little bitch machine, I looked at it. Watched a bunch of videos I wanted to see. I wanted to review it myself, so I watched reviews and then I reviewed the reviews. That's what I do here. I have determined that it's not an upgrade to my currently fantastical machine known as the Sony X3000 with its wizard gray beard, a Gandalf beard, superior audio, decent stabilization, better stabilization in low light. Take that. Why would I upgrade? Never. So I don't watch videos, but every day. Every day. Oh, DJ has Mac. That's what they should have called. A supervolcano waking up in the USA. Listen, buddy. I have a supervolcano coming out my ass 7 times a day over here. You don't know what it's like. You want to know pain? Live my life for the past month. Yeah. Too much information? Yeah, a little bit. So what? If I want to learn about volcanoes, I'll let David Attenborough guide me through a magical journey. I don't need this jackass's 5-minute YouTube clip of him looking at it. Oh, look at that. I caught it on my Canon camcorder. Throw that thing out the window, bitch. Pro Mic wireless microphone in-depth review. Never looked for it. Never gave a shit. You know the least thing I ever research on YouTube? Microphones. I have one. You can't even see it. I wasn't looking at it. I was looking at God for sending me a good mic. It's not up here. I'm not getting closer to it. It's like that Rode Wireless Go. It's like I watched one video on the thing. Months later, it's like, you want to see more? No. It's a stupid little piece of shit. I'll skip it across a lake at your father and son's picnic. We got a trailer for a movie. I think they just... Here's the thing with the YouTube algorithm. I think they recommend a couple things to everybody. No matter what you watch, there's a couple things we're gonna promote. We want to promote these 5 videos in here. We'll sneak them in everywhere. And so things like that, the trailers to the movies, maybe that volcano shit, Supervolcano, bitch. And then that Toyota bullshit. Best settings for the Sony A7 III, a step-by-step guide. Does it look like I have a Sony A7 III? Where is it? I would use it. Right now it's full frame, instead of the micro tiny 1/1 of a sensor that I use currently. Yeah, I'd do it. Sure, I have a baby diaper sensor, I don't care. I squeeze enough out of it. Okay, that got too far. The Sony A7 III has no flippy screen. I would rather buy burning ants. Red burning biting ants for my feet. It'd be more useful. Maybe my immune system would respond to them and then heal other things in my body. Better than a non-flippy A7 III shit fuck. People were laughing at him planting trees in the desert, and this is what happened next. Shut the fuck up. Can I guess what happened next? Well, here's a guess. All the trees grew. Now there's a forest in the desert. They said it couldn't happen. But wow, look at us now. Thanks for saving our planet, asshole. You selfish piece of shit. You 5 scary unexplained sounds recorded from the woods. Can I explain each one of the sounds? Here I go. They're all animals. Every single one of them. Oh, a squirrel. What's that? Oh, it could be a monster. It's a fucking squirrel. Dancing with a chipmunk. Then sure, there's the odd Bigfoot yelp. Yep. That's what they sound like. Proven by science. Here's a good one. 50mm f1.8. And the rest is in Chinese. Chinese writing. We don't know what lens, what mount. Why do you recommend me languages I don't understand? So many times. Thankfully I'm back in Canada, because this was a whole unwatchable section when I lived in Thailand. Every single video was all Thai. It's like, sure, I could have just changed my location while I was there, but I wanted to be amongst the people. What are you, uncouth? Embrace the culture, ass. Is this the hardest puncher in boxing ever? Click to find out. It probably hurts, yeah. It probably hurts. Just like, who cares? I don't watch boxing. I watch UFC. Are they related? Technically, men are punching, but they don't kick in the nutsack. And who wants to watch that? No kicking in the nutsack? Turn it off. Wedding photography. I almost threw up in my mouth. Day behind the scenes, including the Nikon Z6 and Lightroom editing. Oh my god. You could not torture me worse. Why would you do that to me, YouTube? The Lightroom edit, those are the worst. Just, okay, let's spend a good 14-15 minutes here just comparing side by side. Let's zoom in on the, see, notice the branches have chromatic aberrations. See that? You don't want that. Those really stand out. Those really, you notice them big time. The branches are kind of green, almost like they already were with leaves on them. I don't give a flying raccoon in a helicopter about your stupid photography. Video only. That's what I do here. That's why I look at cameras. What's the video like? I get so many photography related suggestions. I want to punch every one of them. Punch the shutter buttons. What's in my travel tech bag? I don't give a shit what's in your bag. I hope it gets lost at the airport. Hope you didn't insure it. Then your whole vacation you're just piecing together rupees. Frickin' rupees on the street. Trying to scrape together enough to get a bagel. And I hope the bagel poisons you with gluten. 5 things destroying Las Vegas. Rattlesnakes. The sun. Gambling. Just a lettuce shortage. Cacti. Problem solved. Work on those, Vegas. Fishing the rat lure in a sewer. Like what? So it's a little rat lure. It looks like a rat. And you fish with that to catch fish. Listen, you rat fish dickhead. I don't care. Who's gonna eat that? Who would want a fish that would eat a rat? Their standards aren't very high. You're weird. 9 movie special effects nobody believed. Until now. Just, you clickbaiting chimney sweeper. That's what you are. Who cares? Movies are great. Why do you ruin it? Just watch the movie and enjoy it. Why do you dissect little things? Oh, look, the Terminator. One of his fingers were missing. You could tell it was a rat. A fishing rat lure. He used one of those. You could tell it in scene 3. Living with the EOS R. A 6-month hands-on review. I love when people use the same words for every single thing. Hands-on review. First look. First impressions look. Hands-on look. I'll put hands on your grandma. The worst part about that one is I've already seen it. Why do you recommend videos I've already seen? You know I've seen them. You clicked, you know your algorithm showed you. It's like, maybe he won't notice he didn't see it. I can see the red bar. I can see the red bar, I've seen it. Don't you dare do it to me again. Last one, scientists have found some strange object in space. Name one object in space that isn't strange. Strange as F. Just frickin' nebulae. Milky Way galaxies spiraling toward, how do they not crash into other galaxies? Stars? What's a star? Explain that. A neutron star, you ever see that? The density of plutonium? None of these words I know the definition of, but I say them randomly and they'll make sense. So out of 18 videos, just that first one is the only one that's even remotely interesting. And I'm gonna have to go to each one not interested. Sometimes I'll do it not interested in this whole channel. Never show me something from their channel again. The YouTube recommended section is a plague, my friend. Just avoid it. Find what you want. Don't let a machine tell you. You know what you want. Search it. I've been searching for Sigma lenses. Do you see anything? Nothing coming up about Sigma lenses. Only you know what you want. It's in there. It's in here. Once they start working together, That's when you find love. So, we're done. Thank you so much for watching the video today. What do you think of the YouTube recommendations section? Do you love it? Is it always accurate? What can we do about it? That's it. Subscribe for more videos and I'll see you in the next one. Is this cinematic? Is Sunfire Ear Syndrome cinematic? I think it is. If it was hanging a red hair light, people would be like, did you dye your hair?